Good morning today, friends. It's good to see you and have you join us today. Let's begin with calendar. Can you remind us of our month? April. April. Yesterday was Tuesday. What day comes after Tuesday? Wednesday. Let's find it. Wednesday. And what sound does Wednesday start with? W. W. Wednesday. Yesterday was the 14th, or 14. What number comes after 14? 15. Let's find it. We have our 1, 5. 1, 5, 15. But for our date today, we will say the 15th. Now, can you remind us of our year? 2020. Wonderful. Let's put that all together and say today's date. Today is Wednesday, April 15th, 2020. Thank you, friends, for helping with calendar today. Now let's go check our weather. Let's take this moment to step outside or look out our window and tell us what you see for the weather today. Is it sunny, cloudy, maybe a little breezy, maybe a little warm out if you're outside? Let us know. Thank you, friends, for letting us know the weather today. All right, we've updated our calendar. We've checked our weather. Now let's move on to our book for today. Yesterday, when we were learning about Australia, we also learned a little bit about one of its famous natural landmarks, the Great Barrier Reef. The Great Barrier Reef is the largest coral reef in the world and is just off the coast of Australia. Today, we're going to take a look at a book that may show us some of the colors and patterns, as well as a few of the animals that live in coral reefs. Let's begin. Today's book is called Coral Reef and was written by 2 authors, Susan Canizares and Mary Reed. A coral reef is a busy place, home to a wide variety of sea life. Seahorses, sea stars, shrimps, clams, sea cucumbers, sea slugs, and sponges live there, along with many brightly colored fish that dart in and around the great coral beds. The reef is built up over thousands of years, made from the skeletons of tiny coral animals, mostly about the size of a pinhead and never larger than a pea. The corals are related to jellyfish and are carnivorous. They eat the almost microscopic organisms called zooplankton that fill the ocean. The corals cement themselves to a surface and reach out at night with tiny tentacles to sweep the plankton into their mouths. When the coral animal dies, they leave behind their limestone-like skeleton behind. And as many generations go through their life cycles, the reef grows little by little. It takes 100 years to grow 2 square yards. In the ocean, you can see blue and blue stripes. The coral we see here is a purple sea whip. The fish is the king angelfish. Its body is slim so that it can slip through the narrow spaces between the coral. It likes to eat sponges or nibble on them at least. Yellow and yellow spots. The coral we see here are called orange cup corals. And the sea star is actually a starfish, but it is not really a fish. It can't swim, but is very good at crawling. Its mouth is on the underside, and it has many tiny tube feet that help the starfish climb onto surfaces and catch food. Most starfish have 5 arms, and if it loses one, it can grow another. Orange and orange stripes. The soft coral we see here takes its orange color from the algae that live on it. This is the Harlequin tusk fish and is a member of the Wrasse family of fishes and is one of many kinds that specialize in cleaning other fish. Their bright colors help them to be recognized as friendly by potential customers. This fish has large teeth that help do the job. Purple and purple spots. What may look like a purple plant under the sea here is actually an animal. It's a type of sponge called the elephant ear sponge. The fish we see here is the coral grouper and is a member of a family of fishes that look like basses with a very spiny dorsal fin and a big mouth. These fish lurk near caves in the coral and often hide inside. Although they are rather shy, some members of the grouper family can grow to be 1,000 pounds. Green and green stripes. The green coral we see here is called plate coral. This is the rainbow wrasse and another type of cleaner fish. It is very energetic and brave. The fish it cleans will become quiet while the wrasse darts up and down its body, cleaning and eating tiny sea creatures that cling. It will even go inside the mouth to clean the teeth. All on the coral reef. Here you will see a pair of clownfish swimming in a sea anemone. So those are a few of the colors, patterns, and some of the animals you might see on a coral reef. Can you remember any of the colors that we saw? Purple, blue, yellow, green, and orange. And what are some of the patterns that we saw? We saw stripes, and we saw spots. Do you remember any of the animals that we saw? There's the angelfish and a starfish. Yes. Thank you, friends, for joining us today. All right, we've done our calendar, we've checked our weather, we've learned a little bit about coral reefs. Now it's time for our activities for the day. I hope you had fun, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye, friends.